So hey folks, and welcome back to the video. As you can see from the start of the video, we're out on the Triumph Street Triple 765 RS, the new version. I actually rode the old version a couple of years ago, really like that bike, so I'm happy to see what we can do with this machine. Okay, so let's have a look at the price of the Street Triple. Price-wise for the R, really good. It comes in at £9,595, and for the RS model, which is the one we've got here, in Cosmic Yellow, this model is £11,295. Now there is a Moto 2 version that you can get, and this is a little bit higher at £13,795. You can't buy one of those new now, they're a limited edition, they're all sold out, but there are a couple I see on Auto Trader for sale. Now this bike comes in the Cosmic Yellow, which I think is the nicest colour, the one I prefer. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up. Really, really nice. A little bit like the old Daytona, like a burnt yellow colour, but the Cosmic Yellow really, really ticks the boxes. This is the one I would have if I was to put my own money down. Also, you can get a Carnival Red version and also a Silver Ice version of the bike. Now, the engine, 765 Moto 2 derived 3-cylinder triple. It produces 128.2 brake horsepower at 12,000 RPM, and this engine is about 7 horsepower up on the outgoing version. Now, I'm a little late to the market on this bike. It's been out about 12 months now, but I've only just managed to get hold of one. The actual engine on this bike pushes out 18 Newton meters of torque, which is about 1 Newton meter more than the last bike, but it produces all that torque at 9,500 RPM. Suspension on the front, you've got Showa 41mm fully adjustable forks just on the tops there. I like it that they're not actually yellow or golden coloured, so this really suits the bike, I think. The rear suspension, you've got an Öhlins STX40 shock, again fully adjustable. You've got a nice exhaust pipe which produces a really nice sound, and I'll give it a start up and show you that shortly. Now, as I mentioned, brakes on the front. We have Stylema calipers, and you've also got a 310mm twin disc setup on the front. You've got braided brake lines, and also you've got MCS levers with a Brembo master cylinder, fully adjustable levers, and also clutch lever on the front just there. On the back, you've got a single pot Brembo caliper, and that's on 220mm disc. Now, the weight of the bike is 188 kilograms wet, and that's 90% full of fuel. And the tank on this machine is 15 litres. Now, that's about 2 litres less, I believe, than the outgoing version, but because of the engine has been refined, I believe it puts out about 52 miles per gallon, which is good. Seat height, 836mm. The seat is really comfy, actually. I was quite surprised. Plenty of room on the seat front to rear, so there's plenty of room for the taller rider to scoot back a little bit. And also on the back there's a removable pod which you can take off and add a pillion seat. Not that you'd want to really on a machine like this. Service intervals on the bike, 6,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first. Now, the bike does come with a quick shifter, up and down blipper, and it's really super smooth, one of the smoothest that I've ever ridden with. Now, sitting on the bike, the dash, it does have a key, it's not keyless. This is the only gripe I have with this bike, and while it's a nice little 5-inch TFT dash, I actually love that it's got the little yellow accents on it and things, but the rev counter literally is at the sides here, and very difficult to see when you're riding along. It doesn't hinder the riding experience, I don't think, because the engine is so smooth, and with the quick shifter it's very easy to change up and down the box. But yeah, I just wish they'd actually go away from this dash and bring something a little bit nicer for 2025. So switchgear, you've got a similar one to what's on my Tiger. I quite like these controls. You've not got a cruise control, but you can purchase that separate. It also has different modes. You've got road, sport, track and rider, and also rain. So that's so 5 riding modes altogether. On the right you've got your hazards, your start, stop, and also your home screen. And then on this version it's got heated grips. I'm not sure if heated grips were standard, but they are an accessory, I believe, and yeah, very welcome today because it's absolutely freezing. You've got nice bar end mirrors, which are really nice, really suit the bike. On the R version I believe they're stalked mirrors. Keyless fuel cap, lovely, lovely paint. Okay, one thing I can say is the clutch is super light. You've got a slip and assist clutch, which makes it great, and you only need to use it really just for setting off from first gear, because the quick shifter is super up and down, really nice. And she really moves, just got to be careful as we've got average speed cameras all the way along here now, just down near Glastondock in Lancashire. I'm just taking it nice and easy. Plenty of farms around here, lots of muck on the road, plenty of salt from the past few days of sheer ice everywhere. And then we've had the couple of storms that have gone through, which I believe are now past, but more coming. Now, I remember taking the outgoing version of this bike on its initial test, and the roads are a bit greasy, so as I mentioned, the Pirelli Diablo tyres aren't the perfect tyre choice really for this type of riding in these conditions. And I think if it was my own, I'd probably put a set of Pirelli Angel GTs or something a little bit more sport touring orientated, a little bit better for the wet weather as well. Really happy that this thing's got heated grips today. Temperature's about 6 degrees Celsius, so not very warm. Now, if you were looking for a sport naked, I would highly recommend you go down to your local Triumph dealer and try one of these. Like I say, I was really impressed with the outgoing version. So even though this is slightly up on power on the outgoing version, it definitely is, in my opinion anyway, and just remember it is my opinion, and you might have a totally different opinion when you test ride one of these, but I think it is the perfect naked bike for the road, and the LRS model also lends itself to taking it on track as well. Now I think the R version is also a fantastic bike for the road, and if money comes into it at just under 10k, then that one might be a better choice. But she certainly takes off really quickly, beautiful smooth gear changes, and brakes are amazing. Same brakes that I have on my Triumph Tiger 1200 Rally Pro, so super stoppable. And I suppose I could live with the dash. That's my only negative so far that I've found on this motorcycle, for me anyway. There's nothing wrong with it, it's perfectly adequate. But yeah, what a lovely bike. Now I must confess, when I traded my Yamaha MT-10 SP in, I seriously considered buying one of these, and with me now having two Triumphs, would 3 be too many to have of one manufacturer? I don't know. The problem is Triumph build damn good bikes. They are all very good. Quality of the workmanship on the bike, the engines, just those triple engines, amazing. If you've not tuned into the channel before, I have a T120 Bonneville and a Tiger 1200 Rally Pro. So I've got an adventure bike, classic or modern classic, and then should I add one of these to the stable for those Sunday blasts where I want a little bit of an adrenaline rush and a little bit more of a speedy ride. Now my friend over in Ireland from Wheelie Good TV, Dave, if you haven't caught Dave's channel, I'll pop a link in the description below. He's just purchased one of these, and I think he sold his Aprilia RS660 for this bike, so I'm interested to hear how he gets on with it. Obviously similar weather to the northwest of England where we're located now, so Dave's just really getting on to that machine now and doing some rides and impressions, so go and check his channel out as well. And also he bought it in the Cosmic Yellow, which is not everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's definitely a winner in my eyes. So yeah, I'm going to head back into home now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. More to come on the Street Triple 765 RS in the coming weeks, and hopefully we get some drier roads where I can really start to push this thing a little bit. But yeah, great bike, highly recommend. Like I say, head down to your local Triumph dealer and get on a test ride on one of these. So yeah, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ding that bell for future videos coming up, and also the best thing of all is if you can give the video a big like, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on another video soon. Cheers guys, ciao for now.